today we are going to step up our game. We're going to level up our understanding of call and response. We are going to draw upon the works of our game master, Miss Zaretta Hammond herself, author of Culturally Responsive Teaching and the Brain. We are going to look at the neuroscience behind call and response and layer that with our cultural understanding of call and response. In particular, we're looking at the reticular activating system. So as a review from Teach Like a Champion, we learned that there were 5 levels to call and response: repeat, report, reinforce, review, solve, and then our teacher from Vanguard gave us that 6th one of praise, right? It's a way to build community and inclusion in our class by praising our students through the call and response strategies. And so we were looking at it through a cultural lens, and we saw these from our previous video that culture refers to identifiable cognitive patterns that people use for understanding and engaging with the world. Dr. Pedro Noguera also tells us that culture is a system of ideas that enables us to make meaning in the social world. And it's that system of meaning that gives meaning to everything else that we do. Meaning making, the construction of knowledge and understanding. How does that relate to the cultural archetypes that we've looked at with collectivism and individualism? Well, you may recall that we saw that there were 6 features of collectivism shown to the right. So what features of those could be supported through call and response? Well, actually, we can see that if call and response is done effectively, there's interdependence and group success. There's a reliance on the collective wisdom of the group. Learning is happening literally through group interaction and dialogue. The dynamics of the group and harmony with the group, us giving a call or a choral response, is very important. It's collaborative and it's relational. And so the RAS, the Reticular Activating System, there are 3 aspects of the brain's learning process, right? First, we got to activate students' attention. We got to hook them in. We got to engage them and grab them into the lesson. And there's firing and wiring and mirror neurons. Today, we're just focusing on the first of attention activation. So what happens when we activate students' attention, we're activating the reticular activating system. And that determines mental alertness and focus. It's activated by physical sensation and personal relevance. It means we can't just tell a student to pay attention. The RAS is activated through certain cognitive patterns, through certain cultural norms. This is critical in cultures of oral tradition where information is transmitted person to person. This is located in the older emotional brain. It doesn't respond well to boring verbal commands. When call and response is done in a lively, energetic way, it generates mental energy and focus via the RAS. So some things we can do is ritualize activating the RAS. We can use a physical signal, a hand clap, right? Clap once if you hear me, clap twice, a chime or a train whistle. These are ways to activate the RAS. When we get the brain activated, we know that students are positioned in such a way so that learning can occur. These aspects are identified and spelled out in Dr. Zaretta Hammond's book, Culturally Responsive Teaching in the Brain, and also in this 2-part article, The Neuroscience of Call and Response, that I'll share with you also. So please join us next video, 2 weeks from now. We're going to talk about the firing and wiring portion of call and response as we dig into this and develop our understanding together. See you next time.